Well, hello, man cavers. What are we doing today? We are going to fit the diesel heater to the camper van. Right, let's roll the credits and get on with this job. Welcome to the man cave. Let the games begin. So, as you can see by the little discs on the floor, I have been cutting holes in the camper floor. Here we are, let me come under here. Right, I initially wanted the heater, so the front of it was here. So we had a catch here to do one side, a catch here for the other. Basically, I wanted the heater, if I can weigh this up one-handed, I wanted the heater there so I could still get to the catches, get the side off, and we'd be alright. So I marked on here. This was basically the front and the back of the panel where the pipes come out. That is where the pipes come out. Exhaust come out there, inlet there. And I thought, right, so I marked them. And I drilled one hole here. And then thought, hang on, I better check before I take the bit right out. So I went underneath, and if you look through that hole, there's a chassis member. There's a chassis rail. Right there, look, see that chassis rail? So if I'd have done that one, that come right on the edge of that chassis rail. And I thought, bugger me, would you believe it? Chassis rail, outrigger. I know what I mean. Outrigger, whatever you want to call it. So I thought, I need to come. So I went underneath and measured and thought I need to come 6 inch this way. So from there to the centre of this hole is 6 inch, and we've come right. Exhaust will come here. Inlet is coming there, I think. Right. So now I need to see if I've done all this, because I want this as hard up to here as I can get it. So I've got room the other side, so I can get to the clips, whatever, in case I need to get the top off. So yes, I need to now get my new exhaust kit. Look. I bought a brand new exhaust and inlet kit. Here we are. We've got filters, inlet pipes, exhaust pipes. We have got everything with all the clamps. So I need to fit these to the bottom of the diesel heater and see if they will drop through them 2 holes. Right. I've got to be careful because this thing has got a quarter tank of diesel in it. So I can't really go upending the damn thing. Right. Let's get set up and we'll be back. Right, man cavers, here we have our diesel heater. I ended up bringing it outside, upended it. I think we'll get away with it. So what we're going to do now is attach our exhaust. We've got some damn clips here, haven't we? Over all on for. We've got our new exhaust. Here we go. And that looked like the exhaust go on this sooty one. Whoa, that fits a treat and all, look. So let's get, are they all the same size clip? I believe they're all the same size. So we'll whack a clip on here. Here we go. And we'll get this clip tightened on. What a horrible clip they give you with these stupid kits. There we are. Let's get this clip on here, guys. And then we've got to try and drop this whole thing into the van. And hopefully, oh, that's good. And hopefully, oh yeah. Cool, yeah, she ain't coming off. And hopefully I've got them right. There's our inlet. We can stretch this a bit. There we go. Get he on. He's on and all. We'll put a clip on. There we go. There. Alright, let's get this. Oh, we're going to have to come in this way with this clip because we're right in the way of a damn fuel hose, look. There we go. We'll cut. Oh, I've got to do it left-handed. This is going to be a mission. Right. There's our hoses. Oops, that one ain't on there very well, is it? We've got to move that clip further down. Right, we'll have another go. Take 2. Right, now that's going on. Right, can we get the screwdriver in there? They don't put quite a long enough spout on. There we go. Oh yeah, she's bit now. Right, I think what we've got to do now is try and drop these through the hole. Then we can get the air filter and this fancy pants exhaust mounted somewhere. Right, let's get you set up and see if we can drop this back in the camper. Right, I'm hoping I've zoomed in enough, or not too much, either way, so we can see if this heater goes in. And hopefully I've got the holes right. Look at that. They are right. Excellent. Are they touching? No, they are. That one I go a trifle this way. There we go. And I think we're about dead centre. We're not going to know till we look underneath. Let's have a look underneath and see if we're about right. Let me zoom right out. We're going to have to come under here. Oh, I can see the exhaust for a start. Are we centre of my holes? Oh, look at that. We are not far out. There we go, guys. Here's our inlet. That one's pinning up there somewhere. The exhaust. We can bend him round and pin him somewhere. I don't know. We can sort this out. So I don't want that touching that chassis, do I? So I'm thinking maybe just... yeah, he's bent up there, look. He's bent up there somewhere. We need to put some sort of support bracket to hold that. And I can put the silencer, if I bother with it, on. So man cavers, day 2 of the diesel heater. How far have we got? Right, let me come inside. We're straight into this. Here is a 12 volt block. This one is my 240 because this one goes back to the inverter. And then this white wire, the black wire, goes up to a control switch, the other side of that grey plywood panel, which turns on this electric water heater. Because this is electric and diesel heater water heater. It's a Truma unit. And yes, there's a little heating element for 240. It's low power, it's 800 watts, so we can run it on the inverter. But that's also got a heat exchanger, so you can run diesel heater through it. Now then, you're not going to like my pipe here, you're really not. But if anybody can find me a 4-in-1 adapter online, please send me a link. There's 4 outlets on this, and I don't need 4 outlets. I basically need a single outlet, which has got about, I think that's a 70mm pipe, and then I could have a bit of 70mm ducting from here up to there. Perfect. I've had to go 4-in-1 somehow, so I've used these individual bits that come with the heater, put them into one, into this alloy trunking, and then reduce that down to there. It's a bodge, I don't like it, but I could not find anywhere a 4-in-1 adapter for that. Anyhow, we'll pipe that bit in. Here is our 12 volts, a 240, that runs the heater if we need it. I can turn that on up there. But we really want to heat our water with the diesel heater. So here's our 12 volt. This red wire runs around the van and comes in to our fuse box. It's that blue and brown wire you can see. So that's into our fuse box. We do need to put a fuse in there underneath the blue one because that's a blank space. Excuse the cobweb of wires, but it works. And I'll basically, yeah, this is the power lead. which goes this one. This is the power lead that goes to our diesel heater. So all we've got to do is plug this in, put a fuse in there, and hopefully this thing will power up. Ah. There we go. If you're wondering why a red light is on this, it's because it's detected there's a load but no fuse in. So if a fuse blow, the light come on so you know what fuse it is. That should go out. There you go. And we've had a beep. I've heard the diesel heater come on. Let's have a look. So our control panel, what I've done is I've tacked the wire along there. I have come up the other side of this board. There we go. There's our control panel for the diesel heater. It is all on. Excellent stuff. Right, I think the next thing to do is we'll shin underneath and, well, basically get the exhaust and air filter sorted. Well, guys, you find us underneath the van. Here are our outlets for our diesel heater. Here's our exhaust. Miles away from anything that's resembling wood. Air intake doesn't really matter. What I've done is, I'll tell you, they don't really give you enough exhaust to do a lot. I would like to separate these. I've got them as far apart as I can. I'm exhausting down here. We've screwed him up to the inner sill, so he's venting outside. And then the intake, I've run the intake pipe over the top of the chassis rail, and it's there. So it's going to be drawing air in, but that's as far apart as I can get them. But I am hoping that the exhaust will just go out, the heat will rise and go up the outside of the van, and it'll pull in the nice fresh air inside here. I can't see any other way of doing it. And before you all jump on the bandwagon and say, oh, there should be a metal adapter plate what go inside what your pipes run through. Yes, there should, but that didn't come with the heater. If I can find an adapter plate, which I think you can actually, it's very straightforward. It's pulling these two pipes off, unscrewing the heater. I can lift the heater out the way, put the adapter plate on, put the pipes on, done. But for now, because we've got to use this pretty soon, she's going like that, and I'm going to get some fiberglass or some sort of anti-flame retardant wool and stuff in there to stop fumes going up, stop the mouses getting in, and to protect this plywood here from the heat from this exhaust. But we're a good finger's width all the way around. You know, there ain't a lot of heat going to get onto this wood, if I'm honest, so we'll be all right. Right, back in a minute. So we're back outside. That's what the exhaust is like from outside. I'm not sure I like that there. I might have to put some black on it because it looks a little bit shiny. But there we go. We have that, and we have our diesel heater in here. Isn't this absolutely fabulous? The display is on. There you go, the display is all on so we can see what we're doing. I think I need to run to town and get some ducting, because I don't have any ducting to come out the other side of that heater. I suppose we could test run it if I move that blue engine cover. We could run her up right quick. That'll just vent into that space. So before we test the heater, the first thing we ought to do, the water heater has been winterized, so it was drained over winter. So I think I need to purge it and try and get some hot water through it. So we've got the hot tap on, the pump's going. There we go, we're starting to get some water. Oh, we're pulling air. She's pulling air. She's pulling air, guys. We'll let that run for a minute to fill that heater up. Yep, she's pulling air. Right, we've been running a couple of minutes. We've purged all the air, and our hot and our cold, are working. Excellent stuff. So I think the next job is test this diesel heater, guys. Oh, I hate wet worktops. There we go. Yeah, I think now we can be testing this diesel heater. Now the heater's purged. I will check the heater for leaks to make sure I did turn the taps off properly. So let's then shut the water flap. There we go. So we'll come round. I don't think we're going to have any leaks in this heater. Our drain pipes, no, that's all good. There's no, it's obviously seawater about if there was a problem. Right, let's turn this heater on and see if it does anything. There we go. So, let's press on. Right, the little symbol's going. I'm going to turn it on low because we don't want it on high. So let's see if it's doing anything. 1U, I don't know what that means. Let's press OK just in case. There we go. There we are. If you're wondering where we're drawing the power from, I have two. I'll show you these while that's playing. We have two 120 amp hour batteries there. Big ones. All wired in series. Charging through this MPPT solar charger. There's the breaker for our solar panel. So yes, I didn't follow the crowd and go with them blue Victrons because I think they're overpriced. And this thing, looking at the reviews, is every bit as good as a Victron. Here we have a 1500 watt inverter. And this setup keeps us totally self-sufficient. In the summer, we can go indefinitely. Because when we do the rallies in the summer, we can have 4 or 5 days and the battery stays full. Because the solar will keep up with what we're using. The inverter, what do we use that for? While we're waiting for this heater, which don't appear to be doing a lot, we use the heater for, we use the inverter for charging phones, etc. It also runs this domestic fridge. So don't fall into the wormhole of paying £400–500 for 12 volt compressor fridges. Load of rubbish. We've had this one in here 2 or 3 years. Well, since we built the camper, it's never failed. It's a domestic fridge, 80 quid out of Curry's, I think it was 80 quid. It runs fine on that inverter, absolutely fine. Oh, I can hear the heater doing something. You do not need to waste your money on compressor fridges. You just follow on the crowd, bang an inverter in, guys, and you're away. Right, I can feel heat, and you can hear it. It ain't hot at the minute. Oh, there's definitely heat coming out of this exhaust, so the heater has ignited. Oh, there she goes. She has ignited. What are we showing on our panel here? I think that's set, the heater's set as low as it can go, which is all good. So I think we should start getting some heat out of this quite soon. I did have a brief look at the instructions on this, but to be honest with you, I want to turn it on, go up and down with the heat, that's it. I'm not too fussed. You know, I don't care about timers and all that crap. And I just want some heat when I need it. Right, we'll leave this running a little while, see if it heats our water. Right, this is perfect. If we come under, there's the outlet for our water heater. You can see our diesel heater in the background. I need a bit of ducting to connect from there, and we're going to come through this wall, which comes through into our bathroom toilet area, because our lure's down here. So yeah, all good. And that'll be the source of heating we have. Heat will rise. On the bed, it tends to get pretty warm up there anyhow, because the heat goes to the top of the van. Oh yes, I think that heater, regardless of where you set it, it seems like it starts flat out and then slow down. It's really slowed down now. But I can feel a lot of heat. This is certainly going to be enough heat to heat this van up, certainly. Even on low power, it'll be fine. Alright, back outside. She slowed down. There's a little bit of noise from the exhaust. Certainly not bad enough to worry about. And there we go. Our diesel heater is slowly ticking away. There we go. You guys wanted to see the install. Again, if you can find me a 4-to-1 adapter to go on there so I can do away with that cock-up of ducting I put on there, but I say a cock-up, it's working. So is it a cock-up? But there you go. So if you guys can find a 4-to-1 adapter, that would be great. Right, I'm going to go. I am over the moon with our diesel heater. I'm covered in grass because I've been lying under the van doing exhaust, but it seems everything's working. This is really good. I'll leave that running for 10 minutes and yeah, see how she gets on. I'll probably be back to see if we've got hot water, but I think that says that takes about 20 minutes. That's got a heat. I think that heater holds, something told me it holds 10 litres of water, so it'll heat 10 litres at a time. Right, I'll see you in a little while when we have hot water. So we're about 10 minutes in. Let's have a feel of things. This ducting nut. Oh, that is warm. Oh yeah. Our heater feel cold on the outside. I think that's probably a good sign, so I think round the heat exchanger there is a wad to keep the heat in. But that pipe, oh yeah, that's certainly getting heat through it. Oh, I can feel it coming out the other end. Right, let's have a check underneath. We're not smoking at all. Let's make sure. Oh, my screwdriver's still under there. Let's make sure nothing is. No, that looks absolutely fine up there. Absolutely fine. Alright, let's go inside. And let's see if we have got any hot water. There we go. Pump on. Let's try some water. Hang on. Pull my sleeve up job this. Cold, 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 cold. Hey, we have warm water. Oh yeah, that has definitely heated that water up in all of 10 minutes. Oh yeah, that's definitely warm. So this is great news. The diesel heater is doing its job. Excellent stuff. So we're going to call the video done now. I hate, I would have to drip in my tea towel, wouldn't it? I hate things that are messy. Really do. There we go. Wipe the unit down. Right, there we go, guys. Our hot water heater is working. Diesel heater is done. This is most excellent. I can now clear the tools up. I've really got to clear out in the back of the van because there's chairs, ropes, everything, starting handles, a lot of that, to be honest with you, is tarpaulins, tie down ropes, that sort of thing. It all needs stacking back up. It was all stacked neatly along that side and bungeed to the side. But to get to everything, I had to move all and it went there. Anyhow, that'll be tidied. Right, there we go, guys. I need to have a hoover up as well, get rid of some bits and pieces. There we go. That's how you install, or that's how I installed, a diesel heater in the camper van. And it all seemed to work very, very well. Right, see you guys next time. Like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. There will be more to come. Fergus is looking good. Did you guys want a final look at the Fergie? You haven't seen the Fergie yet. There you go. She's now been painted about 3 days. And yes, thank you for all your comments on the Fergie saying how good she looks. She does look good indeed. Someone said it looks good on camera. Well, it looks good in person. People have been asking questions. A couple of people have said, how old is this? She was registered 1950. Someone else has messaged, are they the right size tyres on the front? They look too wide. They are wide. I think the standard tyres are 4 by 19 or something. On here we have 6 by 19. Why has it got the bigger tyres on? Did I order the wrong size? No, it's because when this tractor was new, it come with the hydraulic kit and a front loader, which I do have over the back. So them front tyres are to take the extra weight, you know. So when you got the front loader on and you're lifting a ton, you ain't giving them tyres in the stick. The rear tyres, yep, 11.2 by 28. Absolutely lovely. We come round, everything's good. Yes, I have a rot hole in the dashboard where the light switch was. Here's our new wings. They're all looking good. These are all looking good. So yeah, she's had the new wings, original. Everything else is original apart from the wings and the rear wheels. I had to get a pair of good used rear wheels. Thank you, George, for that. And thank you very much to Tyres Direct for supplying the tyres for this tractor. That was very, very kind of you to send the tyres and tubes. But yes, there we go. This is what Fergus looks like now she's done. There we are. We've just got the oil change to do. We're waiting on Millers to send us the oil out so we can do the engine and gearbox. And then she'll be fully done. Right. We're going to go. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye for now. Ah. Listen to old cockerel. He's funny.